Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the 22nd of October. So, first of all, what am I going to be doing about the broker situation? That is like a big thing now. And what I've come to after settling down from a little bit of the frustration of the whole thing that happened yesterday is that I'm going to have this problem with every broker. There is going to be no one broker who has the best platform and whatnot. And also, I require specifically a certain way of being able to shift large positions very quickly. And even some people say use this terminal, that terminal. But those things don't really fulfill my use case. I need to have something that, like, for example, what I use now, console coder, wherein I can shift from any strike to any strike, restructure my position however I want in a large quantity using that particular tool. Now, if anybody is aware of something that can help me with that use case, I would be the happiest person if you could like reach out to me and help me out with that. But as of now, I don't see too many alternatives for that unless I have it developed myself, which is also something I'm pursuing. Now, here's the other part. So what do? All brokers are going to give me a problem. So I'm going to set up two new accounts with two new brokers, and simple math, if I'm short even 50,000 quantity on the Nifty, some premium somewhere between 20 and 30, I should be able to buy it back with 10 lakhs for 20, for example. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set up two new brokerage accounts and capitalize them with 10 lakhs and use that as a panic thing. I used to previously have this. I used to previously have my ICICI Direct account, very old one, which I used to use, but that has become inactive and I no longer use it anymore. So I'll be setting up two new accounts. That is that. Now, as far as the market today, what a day, because yesterday S&P 500 all-time high, we gapped up and made quite a strong move. There's a little bit of strength in the morning. Overnight, a lot of the put option premiums completely crashed. And the worst situation in that is to have like a continued sell-off and continued sell-off, breaking certain support levels, right? So that completely blew up the puts. And at different points, we had minor pullbacks and then like even more continued down move. And even super OTM puts were expanding by quite a bit. At one point, I got frustrated with the whole situation and into the smallest of IV crush decided thank you very much and exited my position and called it a day. So it's kind of like that. If you're not, for whatever reason, the best mood, just cut your position. You'll end up doing something stupid. So all that, and I'm carrying one slightly bullish position on Reliance, which has continued to see selling into going into the results later today. So what I'm expecting is that potentially, I mean, there could be further downside. And if that's the case, I have a plan for it, which I go over in the video as well. So thank you so much for watching. I will catch you most likely on Monday. Take care. Bye-bye.
Want to meet like-minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, the solution for yesterday's problem, what I have come up with the best case. Previously, I used to have a second account with ICICI Direct, but I closed that. So my solution will be I will be immediately opening up two brokerage accounts with two brokers and capitalize them at 10 lakhs. Generally, even if I'm trading 50,000 quantity on an expiry, 50,000 into 20 rupees premium, whatever strike, I will be able to buy back. And if not, I'll at least be able to buy the next strike. It's only for a panic sort of situation. So that is the solution that I will be going with. And the thing is, all brokers have problems. There is no good broker in this country, or actually for that matter across the world. Brokers are just known for being trash. And so that is why the only solution is have multiple redundancies. If I can have 3 internet connections, I can have 3 brokers. And that's more or less what I will be doing. So that is with that. Today we opened pretty much flat with a slight gap up. And the idea is that whatever this yesterday's low of 18,050 is, should most likely act as a tremendous support. The reason for this is yesterday S&P 500 closing at an all-time high. So sentiment is really quite good. And after the initial profit booking, the kind of short covering that we saw, as well as the strength in Bank Nifty, will kind of ensure that this low of yesterday, which was created in a panic, will more or less be defended. Now, in terms of what levels I would be looking at on the upside, these are the 3 levels. So there is price action here, this price action here, and this price action here. 18,600 most likely, unless otherwise some kind of a big move from Reliance results or something should more or less be protected. And given that a lot of the down move has come from IT and IT is not showing any signs of recovery, IT continues to trail. So IT continues to look weak for now. I would not expect that we take out 18600. Regardless, the position is quite simple. The IV is quite high because of the kind of moves we had in the past 2-3 days. The IV is quite high. I shorted this 600 point strangle for close to about 75 ish, little bit, yeah, around there. And the idea is, it most likely, if we have some kind of an IV crush as we have seen on some Fridays, can lose good 15 to 20 points easily. At this point, it's given up already 6. And apart from that, this particular adjustment is what I have done to my Reliance position, because in case there is further downside, right now the premiums are showing a bullish bias on Reliance. But at the same time, in case that doesn't play out and there is a downside move, then it will adversely affect my position, which is why these are the 3 legs that I added. Okay, so this is how my Reliance position was looking without the adjustment. And now with the adjustment, my downside break even is pushed by an additional 20 points. And because IV continues to remain high, my max profit also increases in this particular range. Now, in case, now one question, somebody look at this and say, in case there's a big slide of 5% or something on Reliance, then your position will lose quite a bit. Yes, but what I can do is I can roll forward this position and get almost 100 additional points on the downside. So in case I roll forward this position, I will show you how I do that. But as of now, this will ensure that I have a pretty flat profitability between 2600 and 2700. So if we end up expiring here, my profit will be very good. Whereas if not, and if there is a move, I will be rolling forward and I will show you how I do that. Yesterday towards close, this position was losing me close to 1.7. Today, due to the slight up move as well as slight cooling in IV, a slight reduction of fear on the downside, the position is much better off. And in that situation, I have made this adjustment. So we'll keep you posted. As of now, not a lot happening. We are holding towards the higher levels itself, and Bank Nifty is showing a lot of strength. Okay, what a complete nuisance. I just took the exit because I, at this point, really frustrated for the day. And also the idea is that if this yesterday's low gets tested just as we head there, I'm going to take the exit. We had a very difficult day relatively. The first half was perfect. We had a gap up, and then into that there was still relatively what felt relatively good premiums at that point of time. A good amount of DK in this period until this happened. Into this, the put options expanded much more than I would have expected, but in order to manage it, I rolled down my calls from 18600 to 18500 and then 18450. And at that point, actually speaking, I was of the impression that potentially this will act as a support, and from here we might take a bounce. So I actually upped the ante a little bit by increasing my quantity to 23,000 and buying the hedges of 17,000 and 19,000. That backfired once again as we continued to head lower. And at this point, the idea was I was currently on the 23,000 sizing, sitting on a 3-point loss. And into this up move, as soon as there was an IV crush, I didn't want to, and immediately from being in a 3-point loss, negative 60,000 or so, to being in a positive 1.2 lakhs. So I was like, okay, that's about it. I don't want to deal with this further frustration, simply because the market has been weak. As far as the OI data is concerned, there's been a tremendous amount of call writing. 18200 itself now is the maximum call side open interest, followed closely by 18300, 18500 and 18400, all call option contracts, which is why as soon as there's a put side IV crush, the last thing I wanted to do is continue staying in the position. And that is more or less why I have taken the exit. Now, after I took the exit, again, there has been huge selling coming from HDFC Bank, from what I can tell. And yeah, because of that, once again, the put options have kind of blown up. Call options have also given up some amount of value, so it's not that terrible. But also and done, starting to get frustrated, decide to call it a day, and that's about it. It's just the Reliance position that is still open. I will go over how that looks. Reliance results will be out later today, most likely post-market. So at this point of time, my lower break even on Reliance is about, you can say, 2,250. In case this starts to get tested and needs to be defended after results, there's some kind of a big down move on Reliance, then what I will do is I will roll this position forward and keep it. Otherwise, I don't want to make any adjustments. Yes, there has been huge amount of call option writing, but that is also exactly when you see huge amount of short covering in case things start going wrong. There aren't that many put options, which is why I would think. So if you just look at what is the amount of put options, even at 18,000 from an overall open interest perspective, it's really not that much. It's like 40 lakhs. Relative to the calls, there's not that many put options written. So you won't have that many people having to cover their positions also. And if you look at the futures OI, so in the past 3 days of downtick, what it has been is basically long unwinding. You're seeing people who are long taking off their longs. That's why the open interest is coming down and the price is also coming down. So they're just unwinding their longs. This is a profit booking type situation. And probably we very likely could test 18,000, but I don't see too much downside already. And considering how oversold we are in the past 3 days, I don't want to make any more adjustments to increase my downside buffer on Reliance for now. So apart from that, the rest of positions are completely all right. They're all call short. Don't have to really worry about anything. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you probably on Monday. Take care.
Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram, and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab, so do not forget to check that from time to time.